Welcome back to the Blue Door Pub Thunderdome for another Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87 best daily podcast. A show about everything and nothing coming at your ass, so you better wash it. Wash your ass. 5 days a week. It always gets me when in movies or TV when they say wash your ass. Got two notable instances. The Jim Brown says it to Denzel Washington in the movie He Got Game when Denzel gets out of jail to convince his son Ray Allen to go to this school, and Jim Brown, the former NFL running back, is his parole officer. He's like, "Here's some money, get some deodorant, wash your ass." And then the second time was when Martin Lawrence hosted SNL. Oh, sorry, the last time that Martin Lawrence hosted SNL, he went on a monologue about women washing their ass and just female hygiene in general.
Interesting.
We're going to have to look that up. Yeah, sitting shotgun today with me is Uncle Nick. Follow him on Twitter at NickSon. How's it going?
I have no words to say after that intro.
It's a pretty powerful intro. It's how we usually go. It's train of thought. That'd be a good name for a podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Tell a friend, spread the word about Bull, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Also follow me on the social medias. All right, so here we go. I'm vamping up. I'm starting to learn Snapchat. And I'm pretty proficient with Instagram now. So Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all at Andy Carlson Show. It's very important. Or not, or completely not at all. Because the number one social media platform, or not even social media, the thing that we're all going to communicate on in 5 years hasn't been invented yet. Guaranteed.
I agree with you to some point. Snapchat and Instagram all have their unique things. Obviously, Snapchat's more of the, when it originally came out, having that message that kind of appeared and disappeared, and then, be able to send pictures to, appear and then disappear. Yeah. We all know what Nick used it for.
Yeah, I still don't trust it. Like, yeah, Snapchat, it automatically deletes your pictures and you never see it again. It's like, yeah, baloney.
Someone sees it. They will get Snapchat.
Well, wasn't there a Snapchat hack or leak a year ago or a couple months ago?
I think maybe a year ago there was something, but I don't know. We haven't heard of it since, so I'm assuming it was a minor hack. Maybe stupid passwords or something got leaked out.
And also my foray into Snapchat, there's so much titty. That is all. That is definitely one thing that has on Instagram. Also something you should have on is the NFL draft. It's going to be going on as we're recording. And I don't know. I just haven't really gotten the itch so far. Maybe it's because the Vikings don't have a first-round pick. But, yeah, I'm going to keep up with it. Nick, what's your thoughts on the NFL draft?
It's an exciting time of year for someone like me who doesn't follow too much of the, doesn't know all the nuances of NFL as well as, you do. It gives us time to see these kind of young up-and-coming players kind of, a lot of them are making their dreams come true. Get to see a lot of interesting suits. Everyone's dressed up like a lot of color, a lot of colors.
Hey, a lot of colors of the suits.
Yes.
I thought you were saying a lot of colors. Like, how dare you? Get the hell out of here. My thing with the NFL draft is that I always loved, and I've said this a bunch of times on the various shows, so if you've heard it before, bear with me. I loved it when it was on the Saturday-Sunday format, when it started at noon, Saturday, Sunday, first 3 rounds on Saturday, the rest 4 through 7 on Sunday. And now that they chopped it up, we're going to do the first round on Thursday night. And then we're going to do the second and third round on Friday night when no one's watching TV because everyone's out. And then we're going to do Saturday afternoon. Yeah. That's the ticket. I miss those days. But I also remember Randy Moss, when he was kicking ass at Marshall, that was the first player that I saw in college. I'm like, yeah, I hope the Vikings draft Randy Moss.
But just as disbelief and disappointment began to collide, came word that one team did want him.
So the phone rang. Hey, Randy, it's Coach Green.
I said, Randy, I don't think you're going to get drafted before us. And I want you to know that if you're there on the 21st
Denny
pick,
Green.
we're going to take you.
Next thing you know, on the bottom of that ticker said, with the 21st pick, the Minnesota Vikings select.
Wide receiver from Marshall University, Randy Moss.
Man, I told Coach Green, I said, man, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will not disappoint you. I'm going to give you everything I got.
Capitalizing on talent is something that's really important. When he came back to Marshall, I'm sure a lot of people thought next step would be back on the street.
Wow.
Well, they were wrong. He recognized that for me to get out of this environment.
It always gets me nostalgic watching old Randy Moss and what could have been if he hadn't turned into a little bit of an asshole.
How long ago was this?
1998.
No. The recording of this.
What do you mean?
Like when did they shoot this?
This documentary?
Yeah, this documentary.
Oh, this is from the Rand University 30 for 30. I think that was 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Although with Moss, I do feel like it was a bit of his structure that was keeping him upright and on the straight and narrow that crumbled. I mean, Corey Stringer passed away in 2001 and was one of Moss's best friends. And then Chris Carter gets cut, and that was his big brother. And then Denny Green gets fired, and that was his father figure. And then all of a sudden, Randy's by himself, and then he starts acting out. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it's pretty straightforward.
Wow, I actually no. I totally side with you on that one.
Yeah, because you better. Otherwise, I'm getting a new sidekick.
Can I ask you a couple questions? One, I noticed with that draft they listed like the school and everything first.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, don't they usually list a player first and then they do the school? Was it something that they changed?
That's a good point because I do remember old draft footage where it was they almost drew it out as a bit of drama, and I think it's just personal preference. Whoever's reading it, because I remember Pete Rozelle back in the day in the 1983 draft was like quarterback, blah 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 from blah blah blah, but now it's the I think Goodell goes name. Like, tonight will be with the first selection, the Cleveland Browns select Myles Garrett, defensive end out of Texas A&M. Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, to me, as you know, a late bloomer and following and paying attention well with the NFL draft stuff, I feel like that's the scenario that I'm comfortably known to. And just seeing that clip, I'm, like, really confused. He's like, wide receiver from Marshall. Randy, like, who said it that way?
Yeah, no, it was the other one. I probably should mention we have How Old They Be Jailbird Edition. Now, producer Allie did hook us up for the hypothetical game that we came up with this week of, was it Brewery or Indie Band? Yeah, except I didn't come up with the intro or outro for that because I was kind of lazy this week. And by lazy, I mean I was busy with other shit. So we'll do that next week. We'll get some production value behind that. So we got How Old They Be Jail Edition. Is a bit of an homage to Aaron Hernandez. Wah, wah, wah. And we got that coming up. But I wanted to talk about a low-key, one of my favorite movies, Kingsman. You've never seen Kingsman?
I have not seen Kingsman.
Why not?
It wasn't on my rush-to-see movie list.
Well, I don't think it was a lot of people's either because it came out of nowhere. First of all, not even a star-studded cast. I mean, sure, Samuel L. Jackson, sure, King's Speech, although Colin Firth as the action star. Yeah. I'm sure that's going to go over well. And then this no-name, kind of young, wet behind the ears kid is the lead. I don't even know his name now. I think this is the only movie I recognize him from, even though I'm pretty good with faces and this stuff. And, yeah, it just rocked the shit. It was amazing. It's like a tongue-in-cheek spy movie, action flick, completely exactly comfortable it was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the best scene. Now, so for the little bit of the plot, Samuel L. Jackson is like this technology tycoon, and he gives away free SIM cards to everyone that gives them free phone service, internet, and blah, blah, blah. Since everyone's attached to their phones nowadays, that would be awesome, except the waves can transform people's brain to become violent, and it's a way to like wipe out the human civilization, and the Kingsmen are fighting this. And what happens is that Colin Firth's character goes into like basically the Westboro Baptist Church, and then Samuel L. Jackson turns it on, and probably one of the best fight scenes I've ever seen transpires. We just got a little taste here. Yeah, Colin Firth got the gun. Samuel Jackson turned up. Oh, shoots the lady around the head.
Sid, I can't watch this.
No, the Freebird part is the best.
Causing everyone to go crazy and fight like a...
It's a complete free-for-all, and of course, this is the South. Some people are armed. But for being a trained assassin, essentially, he's going to be good to go. And they're coming out with the sequel. It kind of snuck up on me because I don't always keep up with movie news like you do, Nick. And I'm pretty excited for it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I looked into it a little bit, Wikipedia-wise, of the sequel, and know a little people was in it. It sounds promising.
Once saw in me.
By promising,
can't be taught.
You mean awesome.
The makings of a Kingsman. Being a king.
Sorry, spoiler for the first one. I'm in a 5-year-old movie. Colin Firth dies like halfway through the movie. Like right after he kills everyone in that church, he walks outside and then Samuel Jackson just shoots him in the head. So we're led to believe that he's dead.
Kingsman is more than the clothing we wear or the weapons.
Who's the chick?
It's about being willing to sacrifice.
It's the chick from the first one, isn't it?
I don't know if it's the same chick.
I think
what comes next?
The Michael Caine was the low-key bad guy from the first one.
The end is near.
Does Michael Caine ever play a villain?
So I face the final curtain.
Wasn't he a bad guy in...
Get Carter? No, he's hero.
I'll say it clear. I'll state my case.
In every movie they put from the director of this big film that you heard of before. I think this is actually a joke from Matthew Vaughn, the director of Kingsman, The Secret Service. I mean, that's got to be a joke, right? I mean, that's got to be a self-aware joke.
I'm trying to look it up right now to see if the...
Of which I'm certain, for what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not.
Oh, yeah. So Channing Tatum is in this one, and there's something called The Statesman, which I am pretty sure is the American version of The Kingsman, because they're all dressed in cowboy hats, and they're shooting like Winchesters and shit.
That's what I've saw.
It's so stupid, but awesome. I can't wait to watch this movie. And of course, Colin Firth is alive. Because why not? Sure, why not? How did Julianne Moore get top billing in this movie? That's why I want to know.
I'm interested what her role is going to be. If it's going to be kind of like, is she the good guy or is she?
No, I imagine she's like the villain. She's got to be, right, to get top billing.
I feel like that's what I would.
I mean,
for.
Jeff Bridges, the what was it named? Taron Egerton, the young kid who still I don't really know. Colin Firth is back. Halle Berry and Channing Tatum are in this movie. Yeah, here's first billing. Julianne Moore. Yeah, she's got to be the villain.
Yeah, I think she is.
I really hope they don't make the statesmen the villains, because that would fit the narrative of everything American being just terrible that Hollywood has tried to beat in our heads lately.
I feel like that's how. I think the woman that we saw, a cute girl, obviously,
yeah.
Guys. I think it's the same one from the first one. This was her name Roxy in the first movie?
I don't remember. So
Sophie. Does it look like her?
Probably.
Okay.
Sophie Cookson. I wonder what the etymology of that last name was.
I have no idea.
Carlson, obviously son of Carl. Cookson. Oh, cannibal. Baywatch.
What is it that you think we do here?
So we were lifeguards?
What happened to that last pretty boy recruit? 1, 2.
He died.
Who's your daddy now? You just
this would be a good movie.
Not here. Here.
Oh, have you checked out the Alexandra Daddario True Detective scene yet?
I have not, no.
She gets naked.
Who is she?
She gets super naked.
I feel like I've seen it then.
And by the way, I feel like Woody Harrelson, when in negotiation for True Detective season 1, and in my mind the only season of True Detective, the negotiation process might like, well, I'm a raw vegan, so I'm gonna need raw vegan food there at craft services, and then lots of marijuana. I used to smoke a lot of pot, don't anymore. And also, I want 2 just completely over the top sex scenes. One with Alexander Daddario, preferably, and where McConaughey has several scenes where he gets a shit beat out of him. Yeah, I'm sure that went well. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah. Also, something that's interesting is Soda Stick. We got a brand new promo running with them. All of their football gear is marked down, and we got a couple of awesome sweatshirts coming through. The skull with instead of the K, they got the state symbol in there. You know it. You know it. You love it. There we go. The MinnesotaTroth.com, TROUG. Let's try again. TROUGH.com, theminnesotatroth.com. And, hey, if you use the promo code PurpleFTW, you get free U.S. shipping on any order at theminnesotatroth.com. Help our friends out at Soda Stick Co. Do that up. Also, something interesting is how old they be. Now, what's the all-time record, Nick?
I think it's 3-1. You?
It seems like 4-1.
Have we done 5 games already?
Yeah, it's 4-1.
Celebrities are old.
69, dudes!
The question is, how old?
Get off my lawn.
Time for another rousing round of how old they be.
I can't let you in because you're old as fuck. For this club, not, for the earth.
If you're new to the game, what the hell is wrong with you? But just kidding. Pretty easy. Producer Allie has put together a list of names here. The theme is jailbirds. And what we do is we'll read off the name of the character, of the actor or actress, and Nick and I both guess how old they be, and then we subtract how much we are off of their true age, and the lowest score wins at the end. And like I said, I'm triumphant with 4-1 lead. Play at home. I love when you tweet me your scores, and you're probably all cheating, but that's okay. That's the power that we have here. So I'm gonna get the pyramid going. Nick, what's your favorite taco?
Asada. The nice Mexican steak.
Nick, we're trying to get rid of asada in Syria. So kind of how dare you?
Whoa.
You're keeping asada in power in Syria, and you're really effing up a lot of people's lives, Nick. It's very selfish of you.
I don't think we're talking about the same asada.
All right, so how old they be? Jailbird edition. First up is George Jerome Clooney. George Jerome Clooney, Daniel Ocean in Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, and I think Ocean's 8. Because he's in it, right? He's got to be, because Sandra Bullock is his sister.
Yeah, I think he must cameo in it.
A lot of people are saying that if you didn't like Ghostbusters, the remake with the all-female cast, that you're a sexist. No, it was just a really shitty movie. I'm excited for this Ocean's 8. Like, if it's good, if it's in the same vein as the Ocean's trilogy, I'm in. That's not sexism. That's just being objective quality-wise.
I wonder if the same directors are involved, same producers.
I don't know. But I know that people get flack to 12 and 13, because Ocean's 11, the remake, is an all-time great movie, in my opinion. But 12 and 13 weren't bad.
They weren't bad at all.
Yeah,
they
I
were
like them.
Yeah, they were just... they were fine.
All right, so George Clooney, old. Oh, Vikings fan, by the way. No, he's not, but whatever. He just got married. I think he has a kid. His wife is much more accomplished than him, because isn't she like an international humanitarian lawyer?
Something like that, yeah. She's a big
I'm going to say 62.
I went young. I said 53.
53. Ooh, this could be it. This literally could be it. Actual age is 55. No.
Wow.
No. All right, so I got 13 more names to catch up, and I was off 7. That sucks. He looks older, right?
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah. Next up, this is gonna be shitty. Sean Connery, John Patrick Mason in The Rock, but really James Bond. I buy into that theory that Sean Connery's character in The Rock was James Bond.
I know. I love that theory.
Yeah.
I think that's
makes sense.
That's pretty. It's pretty not too far off.
Sean Connery, I'm gonna say 80. It's 80, except how 80? You know. I'm gonna say 83.
I said 82.
82. True age of Sean Connery is 86.
Ooh.
Damn. Yeah, and I think we were both low on him because he hasn't been in public light because he's been retired for 15 years.
A long time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's not that. No, sorry, no offense to Connery. Yeah. I hope 2017 isn't your year.
Yeah, but when Sean Connery dies, does Roger Moore replace him as Sean Connery?
Yes.
Because I buy into that theory, too, that James Bond is an alias.
Oh, yeah, I totally agree with that one.
Yeah. Even though he has a complicated backstory, which completely torpedoes my theory.
They
but whatever.
all have complicated backstories.
Ralph Fiennes. Speaking of the James Bond series, Ralph Fiennes, who plays Mallory, M, in the latest iteration of James Bond, played Gustav in the Grand Budapest Hotel. I never saw it. I really don't like Wes Anderson. I know it's a hot take. I just don't get it. I feel like it's a little bit too smart for me.
I don't say it's a smart thing. It
seems very smug. Hipstery.
Hipstery would be the better word for it. And some of them are kind of. It's not that really laugh out loud type of humor, but that like and that stops.
Smug. So Ralph Fiennes, 50s, but how 50s? I'm going to say Ralph Fiennes, 55.
I said 50.
50.
50.
Oh. Ralph Fiennes is 54.
Well, kept some ground a little bit.
Next up is Tom Hardy, who played Charles Bronson / Michael Peterson in the movie Bronson. Also, a couple other things in Dunkirk, in Warrior, in The Dark Knight Returns, in
Inception.
Yeah, Inception and Band of Brothers. He's in a lot of stuff. Yeah, Tom Hardy. The recurring theme in most of these is that the men are sneaky old because they always play younger in the movies, and it takes a while to get traction in their career. So he could be 40 or 38-ish. Let's say Tom Hardy is 38.
I said 38 too.
38. Tom Hardy is 39. Oh.
What movie did you say was his prison movie?
Bronson. We played Charles Bronson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I did not know that.
Never saw it.
Neither have I.
Familiar with it, never saw it. Next up, Anthony Hopkins, who played the dad in Meet Joe Black, who ends up in jail because Joe Black is actually a bail bondsman. Fine, no. Whatever happened to Claire Forlani?
She will be in the new Mallrats movie, I believe.
Right, so
that's when I fell in love with her.
Anthony Hopkins, Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs. Hasn't been in a lot recently, which can skew our thinking a little bit. Like, I think we're going to both be shallow on him. I'm going to say Sir Anthony Hopkins is 77.
I said 75.
75. Anthony Hopkins is 79. Oh, told you, both shallow. Because he hasn't been around.
Yeah, and man, who was the last older one? Sean Connery,
yeah.
in like the 80s?
Yeah.
Dang, that's...
Welcome to The Rock. We have to watch The Rock again.
That's a good movie.
Rock's a good movie. Next up is, see, that's why I can't get into Wes Anderson movies because I like Michael Bay movies too much.
Was that a Michael Bay movie, The Rock?
For sure. Yeah. Next up, speaking of which, Martin Lawrence, the aforementioned. Martin Lawrence played Claude Banks in Life. With Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac in that movie. That's a good movie. I'll never go out of my way to like specifically watch it, but like, yeah, we're gonna watch it live. But if it's on like TBS or something, I'll just tune in. It's good. It's funny. So Martin Lawrence. I'll put this by you. Bad Boys 2 is the best sequel compared to the original movie. It's one where the original movie was good, but Bad Boys 2 is 2.5 times better than the original. That never happens.
2.5 times better.
Yeah. I know some people say The Godfather, except Godfather 2 wasn't 2.5 times better than the first one. You could debate that's better, but not 2.5 times.
Okay, I was going to say, I find a couple sequels a little bit better, but off the top of my head right now, I will say Bad Boys 2 was probably one of the best to be that far off. Yes, I'll say that.
Bad Boys 2 is great.
Weekend at Bernie? No, not Weekend at Bernie's part 2.
Martin Lawrence is... He's getting up there. I'm going to say Martin Lawrence is 50.
I said 45.
Oh, this will be a watershed moment. Martin Lawrence is 52.
Oh, wow. I'm 7 off. Dang.
Doesn't crack. Damn, Gina. Oh, yeah, if you're Martin, he's the man. Next up, John Malkovich, who played Cyrus the Virus Grissom in Con Air.
One of the best characters of all time.
No, I take it back. Bad Boys 2 and Con Air 2 are the only two sequels that are 2.5 times better than the original.
We're going to talk after the show about Con Air 2. I don't think there is one.
No, there has to be one. I mean, in 5 to 10 years, there will be a Con Air 2. All right, so John Malkovich. Been around a while. I don't even remember what he looked like young. I don't want to pull that up. Gray hair.
No
He's
hair.
older. Bald. I've never seen Being John Malkovich. Did you see that?
Parts of it.
No. I'm going to say Malkovich is 64.
I said 65.
65. John Malkovich is 63.
Ooh, wow. I thought I was underplaying him.
Yeah. Next up, producer Allie's sort of crush, Wentworth Miller. I think she was barking up the wrong tree, if you know what I mean. Who plays Michael Schofield in Prison Break, and also the new Fox show, Prison Break. So Wentworth Miller, how old he be?
I have no idea who he is.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Can we pull up?
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. We'll do that. No. Well, I pulled up something inane first, so that we don't reveal the age.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So Wentworth Miller. You don't know who Wentworth Miller is? You'll recognize him when you see him. Do. Yeah, that guy.
No, I have no idea who he is.
Yeah, super gay. So Wentworth Miller, I think like Tom Hardy, is going to be older than we think. I should stop talking my strategy out loud.
Well, I mean, usually I try right away when I know someone. Yeah. I do it, and then the audience, you guys can have your little...
I'm going to say Wentworth Miller is 42.
I said 38.
38. Wentworth Miller is 44.
Oh. Nick is slipping. Totally slipping.
Fallen. You can't get up. Next up, a name that you do know, Sean Penn. Played Matthew Poncelet in Dead Man Walking. I've never heard of this movie.
Oh, that was a big one from the 90s, I believe.
All right, but, is that the one where he's wrongfully convicted?
I think so.
Oh.
I think all the movies
are like that. All right, so Sean, I think I do remember that. Anyway, Sean Penn, been around the block a while, looks like a California raisin in the face, probably had too much sun. He was in Fast Times back in the day. I'm going to say Sean Penn is 53.
I said 66.
60. Oh, shit.
I think he's old.
This could be it. Sean Penn is 56.
Wow. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sean.
That could be it. All right, so now we have 5 names left. I have to sort of play defense here.
Oh, man. Sean,
don't feel good.
I'm so sorry,
Don't feel good. Shaun of the Dead. That's what he looks like, Shaun of the Dead. 5 left to go. Next up is Laura Prepon, the redhead. Played Alex Voss in Orange is the New Black. Also, that 70s Show chick. Yeah. All right, so Laura Prepon. Laura Prepon. She's been around for a while. I don't think she's super old, though. I feel like she's older than Mila Kunis, though. Mila Kunis. I'm going to say she's 34.
I said 36.
36. Laura Prepon is 37.
Yeah, he helped out a little bit.
Next up, 4 to go. Robert Redford played Lieutenant Eugene Irwin in The Last Castle, also known as being... Was he Butch or Sundance? Because which one's Paul Newman? Well, Paul Newman was obviously the other one, but...
I think he might have been Sundance Kid.
Yeah. All right, so Robert Redford... He's definitely old.
Okay, I will, man.
He might be in his 70s. Actually, I'm pretty sure he's in his 70s. All right, I'm going to say Robert Redford is 71.
I said 70.
70.
I originally wrote 77, but I'm sticking with 70.
Robert Redford is 80.
Whoa,
Holy shit.
Oh, my gosh. I should have kept 70.
Nick, that was your opportunity.
That was my opportunity. I was like, I know he's older, but...
Now it is gone. It is gone. Next up, Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie played Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad. Who?
I love
Margot Robbie.
I love her.
Also, it's funny. Like every couple of years, there's this actress that just comes out of nowhere and then is in every single movie for like a 2-year stretch. Yeah, Margot Robbie's the latest.
I think she'll be around for a little bit longer.
All right, so Margot Robbie. I'm going to say, I think she's going to be younger than we think. I'm going to say 27.
I think she's our age. I think she's 30. I said 34.
34. Margot Robbie is 26.
Wow.
Woosah. I was a little worried about that. I was worried that...
I thought...
Yeah. 2 left. Nick, you got to make up some ground. So you got to guess like 99 and hope that Tim Robbins is like 92. Like we don't even know. Yeah, next up is the aforementioned Tim Robbins, played Andy Dufresne in The Shawshank Redemption. Andy Dufresne was my friend. And then he crawled out through the shit pipe. All right, so Andy Dufresne, who, by the way, I don't believe he would ever have the time to just dig through that giant wall with a rock hammer.
No, I feel like that was...
Also, that thing looked like a 20-foot thick wall.
That's taking, an awfully big risk to just find pipes and then think, I don't know, how he got through the pipe, I will never know. That, like, hole that they had him look through in the movie. Well, that's nitpicking the movie a little bit. But.
Yeah. Also, how did he break his steel pipe with a rock? All right, so Andy Dufresne, Tim Robbins, Susan Sarandon, life partner until they consciously coupled a couple years ago. I'm gonna say
they just broke up, which is so weird.
I'm gonna say 63.
I said 63 too.
Tim Robbins is 58. Oh, no wonder they broke up. He still got some tread left on the tire. He wants to get out there and get a little.
No.
Wait, is Susan Sarandon's daughter his daughter?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
We're going to have to look that up after.
Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence. Remember that?
That was a great movie.
Great movie.
Damn. There's so many movies I have to watch now, but it's so little time. Next up, and last but not least, all right, Nick, you have to go like YOLO on this. Like, you have to hope that Adam Sandler's like 12. Adam Sandler played Paul Crewe in The Longest Yard, the Longest Yard remake, which is also a pretty solid movie. Adam Sandler's last good movie, by the way. So Adam Sandler, how old he be? Been around the block. Pretty sure he's in his 50s. Except how 50?
Good, done.
I'm going to say Adam Sandler is 52.
I said 48.
Is that 48? Answer is 50, right in the middle. So no help at all. Nick, do you have any predictions?
I think you won again. There were a couple. I struck out on a few of them.
Well, you had 2 that you were 10 off.
Yeah, I'm done then.
With a score of 66, Nick, congratulations, you got the silver medal. I come in with 42. What can you do? Yeah, man. And if you play at home, you know you didn't beat 42. Get the hell out of here. Yeah. And speaking of get the hell out of here, we'll be right back with more Bull with Andy Carlson on a Friday. Yeah. Andy Carlson here, Purple for the Win podcast, letting you know that we'll be here all off season long talking the Vikings angle on everything. Combine, pro days, free agency, the draft, OTAs, training camp in 2017. Baby. Get the show on 1500 ESPN, Podcast One, and the Podcast One app. And come back into the Blue Door Pub Thunderdome. And, hey, get your ass down to Blue Door Pub right now. And, hey, if you have a gathering this summer, whether it's a wedding, a graduation, or you're just getting some friends together in the backyard, you don't have to worry about cooking because Blue Door's got you covered with their Blue Door Pub catering. Visit thebdp.com/catering for all the details. You get mini Bluesies, you can get their tachos, you can get the wings, you can get whatever you want customized. That shiz, they got you. Thebdp.com/catering. Hit it up. Nick, what's your? We talked about this a little bit, but favorite taco from a restaurant.
From a restaurant?
Yeah, so not like asada.
My favorite taco from a restaurant. Oh, you mean like
Taco John's, Taco Bell.
For fast food right now, yeah, Taco John's. I think we talked about in the fast food episode. There's something about however they cook the meat in there is just fantastic.
I have issue with Chipotle. I think Chipotle is extremely overrated. Like it's fine. But the way that people like wank themselves over Chipotle and Jones for it, I don't get it. Like the wife's sister, every time she's in someplace urban, it goes like, I gotta get my Chipotle fix. It's like she's driving down to the corner in a bad neighborhood, and she's like, "Hey man, hey, got some Chipotle." And then they give her like what she thinks is a burrito in the tinfoil, and then it's really just a baby. Or no, it's a half a brick of heroin, and then she unwraps it. It's like, son of a bitch, I want a burrito.
I do love Chipotle burritos, but yeah, I'm a little overdone with them.
I think they're The barbacoa is good, but I have issue with their steak because they just cube it up, and that's actually tough to chew since I believe their cut is sirloin, and that ain't nobody got time for that. What they should do is they should get a fattier cut. And then like even like a skirt steak, or hell, even like a beef roast, and shred it.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, instead of like the chunks.
I mean, what's the let's see this carnitas is a pork. Maybe you could try the barbacoa. I think that's beef.
I thought barbacoa was pork. Pretty sure barbacoa is pork.
Okay, one of them is like there's carnitas and there's barbacoa. One of them's pork. One of them, I think, is like shredded beef.
If only there was some magical box in front of you that could settle this entire debate, Nick.
I have all the news up on there. So, no. I can't look it up right now.
Tab.
Okay.
Tab, fine. Here's the news.
You are fake news. Sir, go ahead.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I ain't got time to believe. You can't handle the truth.
The news with Uncle Nick.
All right, Nick, what's going on in the world today? Don't know what it is.
All right, a lot of entertainment news to start off. One of your favorite actors and mine, Jeff Goldblum, great from the 90s. He was in a ton of things.
Yeah, The Fly.
Hey. I just spent a lot of money getting this advertisement.
Cool.
So if you're a smart marketer like I think you are.
I'm not a smart marketer. I feel like all the YouTube ads have been taken over by marketers. Sorry, go ahead.
All right. Jeff Goldblum, who, for one, is going to be casted in the new Thor movie coming out at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, he's the bad guy.
Yes, a possible good guy. I don't know what his role is yet, but his big thing is he is making a comeback in one of the biggest movie franchises of all time, Jurassic World Part 2. Hells the F yeah. If you all remember the original Jurassic Park back in 1993, he played Dr. Ian Malcolm. He was like that mathematician-y type of chaos theorist who brought a lot of great... introduced me to what I know now as dark sarcasm.
Yeah. Life finds a way.
My favorite scene of the movie was him tapping on the camera gun, asking, "Are there supposed to be dinosaurs in this dinosaur park?" And then the owner's like, "I really hate that man."
Dig up dinosaurs.
Oh.
Try to.
Jeff Goldblum laugh remix. What the shit is this?
That's a very random scene.
I don't know, but I love this.
That should be a new ringtone.
What's your favorite Jeff Goldblum movie overall?
Overall?
Yeah.
Jeez. Let me think a little bit. Oh, well, Independence Day.
The OG. The sequel was not as good as the first one.
There were pros and cons to that sequel. I think the action was fantastic. The visual effects were awesome. I mean, we saw it together.
Yeah.
The new characters, the young ones trying to become the new heroes, was very lacking.
The Will Smith replacement character is bad. He's bad. I thought it was Will Smith's son. That's how bad the acting was. Like the Hemsworth brother was fine. The other kid, not so much.
But Jeff Goldblum.
I shouldn't tell this. Oh, why not? There was in Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park. You know, actors want to protect their. It's not bad. After having told this story on myself, it's not bad. I'm flying to Hawaii as we're about to go to location for the first Jurassic Park, and the actor who plays the lawyer, if you remember it, who gets eaten and dies. I meet for the first time at the airport because we're sharing a plane to Hawaii, and he says, as in our first conversation, "Oh, Jeff, hi, da-da-da-da." He's a lovely guy and a wonderful actor, and we're playing. Yes, this is going to be fun, and can you imagine? This is great. Nice to meet you. Hey, I wonder if I should bring it up now. He says, but I have an idea that I'm really going to talk to Steven Spielberg about and kind of lobby for. I think, for the good of the movie, it's better if my character lives and your character dies. What do you think? And I'm like,
this is dumb. Dumb.
What do you think? Jurassic World is going to... the sequel, Jurassic World 2, is supposed to come out June 22nd, 2018. So I believe they're shooting the film now. You know, Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, who made Jurassic World a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. They were all reprising their role. And if you've seen Jurassic World, you know, I don't know what to expect with this... this one, or like what the plot.
I forget how Jurassic World end up because I remember looking forward to the movie a hell of a lot. Sort of meh. Because didn't it end with a giant fight between the genetically and hey, BD Wong, stop genetically altering these dinosaurs, man. Get out of here. Go back to SVU.
Oh, I miss him in SVU.
Yeah.
One is that he was able to escape with a bunch of embryos with the company that, what's his name? The bad guy with the beard from CSI, whatever. You know. So he got to escape. So I think, you know, there might be a lot of backstory of there's going to be new dinosaurs or whatnot. But then it was the epic fight between the T-Rex, you know, homage to the Jurassic Park. The first one, the T-Rex, and I think one of the Velociraptors. against that Indominus Rex.
Oh yeah, with like cuttlefish for some reason.
Yeah, and then the giant fish came in and killed it at the end, and then like the awkward like end scene where everyone's like in some like bunker, like being rescued, like the sisters make up, and then Dallas Bryce Howard's like, what do we do now? And then Chris is like, we're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
No,
why are the kids' parents getting divorced? Oh yeah, here's the fight. Yeah.
We don't even talk about that anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, my issue is that they made the mutant dinosaur look too much like the T-Rex.
Yeah. This is the movie that made me fall in love with Dallas Bryce Howard, though. Running in a skirt and heels.
Is it Dallas Bryce Howard or Bryce Dallas Howard?
Bryce Dallas Howard.
I guess it doesn't matter, does it?
It don't matter. It's Ron Howard's daughter, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So she probably has money. Battling.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I remember how this ends now. It's a giant sea monster. Get him. Get him. Get him. Showdown. He's out of nowhere. Okay, that was pretty badass.
You couldn't do this in the 90s. I mean, this is like why you have it now.
So they're not going to reopen the park. I mean, hey, fool me twice. Dinosaur Park.
They should have already been a fool me twice because it didn't work right the first time.
Yeah. No. What's next?
All right. We're going to stick with movies a little bit. Star Wars Episode 9. I know Andy's favorite subject. Whoa. A lot of movie companies are doing this. They're releasing a lot of like movie dates. I know if you're a fan of the Marvel people.
You are one pathetic loser.
Let's edit that one out because I am so cool. That's why you have me on the show, to bring the nerdiness here. They're bringing the Star Wars Episode 9, pushing it to... wait, let me see here. Releasing it in May 25th, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So a year from now, little over a year from now. But the big thing is, and something to think about, is that there's a fifth Indiana Jones movie coming out, and it's going to be coming out in 2020. So you have to think about this. Harrison Ford, after doing, what's it called, a couple years ago? The Aliens.
Knowledge was their treasure. Bullshit, Indiana Jones. What the hell? Actually, we a couple months ago we rewatched all four of them, and the Alien one, the fourth one, was Shia LaBeouf. Well, it wasn't that bad until the jungle scene, where it was all CGI, and then he's like swinging from vines with monkeys and stuff, and then it was like, done.
Yeah,
F you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Out. No. But overall, it wasn't bad otherwise.
Yeah, but this is it's very interesting now because, I mean, Harrison Ford, I mean, he's no youngin'. He's not a young guy. But, so if you're pushing the movie date to 2020, that means they're not even going to start filming yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous about this one.
Well,
he can't fly a plane anymore.
Well, what do you think's going to happen when Harrison Ford passes on or is done with the franchise? Do you think they'll reboot it? Do you think they'll run with Shia LaBeouf? What?
They'll reboot it, I think. Shia LaBeouf maybe, but I think his name is so not... I don't think it's favorable for...
A mutt?
The studios anymore, just because you don't see him
because he's insane?
I've heard a lot of rumors.
He pulled out... in the movie Fury, he pulled out his own molar. Because why not? I really enjoyed. Do you remember there was a season of Young Indiana Jones Chronicles with Sean something, the guy from the Boondock Saints?
Oh yes, yep, I remember that.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Rivers Phoenix played young Indy in Temple of Doom. No, what was the one where they had the initial flashback scene? Might have been the one with Sean Connery.
The Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Oh, that was River Phoenix.
Yeah, well, let's have River Phoenix be Indiana Jones.
Oh no, he doesn't make any films anymore. You can get
he retired?
Kind of. Long retirement.
All right, that's next.
You get his brother Joaquin?
No. Actually, who would be a good Indiana Jones right now? Well, it can't be Chris Pratt because he's in everything.
What would you want him to be like Harrison Ford age when he started it?
So Harrison Ford is like in his 30s.
Or would you want a younger guy?
I would want young Indiana Jones, like in college, just getting caught boning. Yeah.
Interesting. Trying to think of people in the Disney movies or something. Trying to think of Disney people who, because they're always coming up with things. Let me think. Who's in the X-Men movies? The new generation. Nah.
Oh, how about the Rampage kid?
The Rampage kid?
Yeah, from X-Men. Or what was his name?
Not Rampage.
That really doesn't matter. How about Zac Efron?
No.
How about Channing Tatum? How about Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Just for shits.
No, I don't think he's adventurous enough.
How about this guy?
He's gone.
Okay.
Alton Yelton. He just died.
This dude. I have no idea what his name is, but he's the guy from What to Expect When You're Expecting. I think he was on Gossip Girl. Handsome dude.
Is that Chase Crawford? No.
That actually sounds familiar. Could be.
I think there's a Chase Crawford something.
All right. Let's do one more.
Do you want to do the Happy Airplane
Surprise me.
All right, we're going to do the Happy Airplane one. All right. Mohamed Sanu, wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons.
Massively overpaid. He's shit. But this is a good story.
Anyway, he had a very interesting flight home earlier this week, or was it Friday when doing this?
Wait, so you're telling me a black guy named Mohammed had an interesting flight? Nick, come on.
Not that way. Totally.
This is not the time, Nick. There's too much going on in the airline industry right now.
This is the best airline story we could find, and we need a good airline story. Anyway, on his flight home, I think he was going back to Atlanta. I'm assuming he was going back to Atlanta. He was studying his playbook. He was, having a snack, had a banana, was drinking some juice.
Mm-hmm.
A woman with her son was not too far away, and the son noticed him studying his playbook. The woman wrote a really nice handwritten letter to Sanu, and I'm going to read it for you right now. Verbatim.
Do it.
Hi. You don't know us, but we wanted to thank you. Our son sat behind you on this flight and watched you. He saw you studying your plays, watched you make healthy choices with your snacks, food, and drink. He watched how polite you were to everyone. He's only 10, but just made an elite hockey team. Ooh, hockey team? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And we are on our way to training in Connecticut. Okay, so they probably weren't going to Atlanta. You are an inspiration to children, and for that, you should be proud. Thanks and best of luck. The family that sat behind you.
Oh, that's nice.
So
they didn't even know that he was an NFL player?
No, I assume they would because studying your playbook?
I don't know. Well, all the playbooks are on iPads nowadays, so it could just look like he was on his iPad.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I kind of see because and Mo
Sanu, he's not a tall guy, so he's not a guy that you would see in real life and be like, oh yeah, he's a professional athlete, and not really a star, not a familiar face. So I think they just saw an adult just being polite and doing nice things, and the parents took note.
Okay, I can agree with you on that one.
And then they dragged him from the plane,
and then kicked him off, and stuck him to Gitmo. No, but how awesome that a kid made note of this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of kids today are spoiled, rotten, and to notice that someone in front of you is studying, working hard. I mean, that's glad that he's this Mohamed Sanu, is studying in the off season here. That's great and a good thing, and you want a good kind of a role model, especially in like an industry where a lot of sports athletes aren't really the best role models for a lot of people.
Yeah, not so much. Good on Mo Sanu, good on this family. And that's the news.
The news with Uncle Nick.
From the entire Channel 4 News team, I'm Veronica Corningstone.
And I'm Ron Burgundy. Go yourself, San Diego.
Getting the hell out of here for the weekend. Nick, what are your big plans outside of moving?
No, you honestly got that's going to be my whole weekend, and hopefully enjoy some of this weekend, even though the weather's supposed to be kind of But I got to move out as fast as I can to beat the weather.
When's your drop dead date? May 1st?
Yes.
Oh, so you got 1 weekend.
Yeah, I got most of it out. As I said, I only have a couple heavy things, but yeah, the weather doesn't look promising right now. Minnesota weather.
Nick is homeless with the wind.
Yep, I'll be homeless.
My Nick is homeless.
You said I can still
with the wind. Train roll on. iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. If you enjoy the show, tell a friend, spread the word. Word of mouth. That's how we keep growing. And numbers going up and up and up. And really appreciate you guys doing that as well. And add to the Jerome Army, baby. Hashtag Jerome Army. Thanks, producer Allie Sorensen, for making me not sound so stupid today. But for Nick, I'm Andy Carlson saying, and Young Sayonara. And bye-bye. Have a kick-ass weekend.
Thanks for listening to Bull with Andy Carlson, Minnesota's 87th best daily podcast. Download the show on iTunes. Everyone's middle name is Jerome.